stop it there.
I'll say this too before we stop. I'll give all the details of my clothes, what I had on, how it went down, what was going on. I need to reach out to the driver this week.
And reach out to the other passengers.
I'm sure the other passenger will be fine. But I'll let him know.
Kevin.
Yeah, that's where all his prison trouble started.
I was thinking the whole time that Kevin was the driver. You said
he
was 13?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so
he was not the driver.
He's 16 or 17?
He was definitely the passenger.
Okay. And then you added the passenger and all. Okay. So maybe there was an unnamed.
And there was another passenger. There was another passenger with us too.
He'll be good.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
We won't get a signed affidavit.
Call the sheriff's department and get a police report. Well, hello. So episode 39, I believe, of the Coffee and Ketchup podcast. We have got so many exciting things today. None of them have been planned. Brian had a I'm not gonna say it's a good idea. We'll see what happens. Brian had we'll see the results first. Brian had an idea this week that we would not plan anything, not write anything down, not talk about anything beforehand. We would just sit down and see what happens. I think we did that once before during the couch arc of Coffee and Ketchup. But everything kind of tanked back in if we didn't have a guest on. So we'll see. We'll let y'all be the judge. Finally have the new camera up and running. I hope it looks much better. It's got to. We're still new. I know we're 39 episodes. We're still kind of messing with some stuff. We've been tweaking with the sound a lot this morning. Brian and I have been over here since like 8 o'clock this morning. Derek's been here since 8 o'clock. He's been out of bed since like 10:15.
Apparently, Derek lost an hour of sleep last night.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, how about that? It's crazy. Nobody even knew. So we're still working on stuff. If there is some issues, if you see any issues, any kind of delays, any kind of sound issues that we may not have already, please let us know down in the comments. And also let us know what you think about the new camera. We're pretty infatuated with it. I'm a tech junkie, so I love new pieces of equipment and
me too.
Toys and stuff like that. So, let us know how what you think and what we could do. We're open to any suggestions. None of us really know what we're doing. So we're open to suggestions. Let us know. Thanks for tuning in today. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. We continue to grow every week. We're getting a few more.
We have, man. I noticed.
Yeah. I think we hit 500 in like November-ish, and now we're almost at 600, which is fantastic.
I'm adding free subscriptions to every car that people buy.
How about that?
I will get you. I'm gonna get you on a new car. I'm gonna get you a tank of gas. I'm gonna get you your tire rotations and your oil changes. And today, we're gonna get you a subscription to Coffee and Ketchup.
It's not bad. I thought
you gotta buy today.
I thought tires rotating when you drove.
That's balance. So you try rotating the Lord of mercy. You rotate them whenever you get your oil change. That's what my brother told me. Yeah, maybe 3,000 miles.
3,500.
Dang. I don't do that.
So I know. Nobody was thinking that you rotate your.
There was a time I was so serious and so OCD, I'd carry a jack in the back of my car.
Well, how did you use that to break? Like you were stealing people's stuff. Did you stealing rims? Is that why you had a jack?
No, brother. And when that thing hit 3,000 miles, I was pulling over and changing my tires.
Why did you do that now?
Pull over.
Oh, I thought when it hits 3,000 miles.
Maybe I did. I didn't have digital. It was
That's no digital.
It was a analog.
I had 3,000 RPMs just trying to rotate the tires, man. That seems a little excessive to me, but hey, I mean, it's not gonna hurt you none.
You ever heard that Bill Engvall? He's like, got a flat? Nope. I rotate tires every 5,000 miles.
So I gotta ask.
I was riding around. And the other three just filled in there.
I gotta ask since I was in bed this morning.
You were?
Um, the lights, the lights look good.
They look
I don't know what
different.
y'all about done.
We only got it figured out. What's going on?
So if you will explain to me again, so we've had what? We've been doing this for 8 months now? 9 months?
And I've had the lights for
10.
pretty much.
So as long as a woman carries a baby, we have these lights.
A baby been born with them.
Now,
them lights
Chris
this year.
realizes that there's different adjustments on the lights.
Yeah.
I think I knew.
You knew that
I
they had a
did.
bulb. You knew they had a bulb.
Now that I think about it,
You did not know they
I'm pretty
adjusted
sure.
the different
I'm pretty sure.
brightnesses.
I appreciate you sharing that.
Well, I think I shared it when we were setting up the studio, and everybody was like, "Well, let's just keep them like this."
The covers on them. We decided covers are no good
I knew about that. Well, how did I figure out about the cover?
because we had to put them on there.
Exactly.
The bulb, you just turned the switch on. Chris accidentally figured out today that.
Yeah,
I like that.
I
Man.
accidentally cut it off and back on relatively quickly, and it went to a different.
That's
It was like a yellow light from the regular LED, and I was like, "Oh man, the bulb's going out."
It's funny though.
And then I cut it off and on again, and it went brighter than it's ever been. And then I did it again, and it went real dim.
Was it brighter than it's ever been?
Brighter than it's ever been.
I remember that from the beginning. Now
So
it was bright.
no,
Y'all like set back like that one over there.
no,
Like,
absolutely
are you
not.
sure we can put the covers on? Y'all were like, covers? And I'm like, yeah, it came with covers too. Y'all don't even know about the dang covers.
I didn't know about.
I guess my lesson to this is read instructions. Is what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say.
I ran upstairs and was just like, Brian, next time you order us something off of Amazon, you need to be familiar with all of its settings and everything it does, man. We can't just waste time not knowing what we've got on our hands.
And I was lost because it's been 10 months since I've ordered
Yeah.
anything from
I think you
Amazon.
ordered like something from Amazon, like day one type of order. You know what I mean? I've ordered everything past that. And it was just like,
Is that where we're getting all this stuff from?
yeah, pretty much.
Thank you, Bezos.
Listen, man, best. I think it's $14 a month now, but it's where I get everything. Everything is not groceries, and even some like specialty groceries. I mean, I get everything off of Amazon.
I do too. I get all my stuff.
At the most, it's like
I don't order
2-day delivery.
anything from Amazon. Let me catch you slipping. Let me catch you slipping with an old timey doorbell on your front
Yeah,
porch.
don't see one of them rings.
No, sir. I'm playing them ring, folks.
Hey, you remember when that was real big and people would put like the exploding packages?
Shop,
and stuff on it?
yeah, shop them and they come out
Paint and everything. Would
Yeah.
blow.
Really?
Yeah,
Saw those videos?
they all on TikTok.
Yeah, they are.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it's not a big issue now, but when it first started happening, yeah. I can't imagine how many times you strike out though.
I'll tell you what, to be
I
fair.
mean, like going around Christmas time, I could see we're like, okay, dominantly good. But like, what if you're going and you get like some
Makeup.
sickly person's like bedpan or something? You know what I mean? Like,
Take
there's
it.
just no telling.
You take it back.
Just retape it.
I mean,
Put on an Amazon hat. I was like, oh, I thought I put it in the wrong. I'm so sorry.
not an Amazon. Go with brown. Dress up like a UPS guy.
Something was off package. I'm sorry. We're bringing this back to you.
See somebody running down the street with this, and I pull my trunk up for a tackle.
Shoot, get me.
I think it couldn't have been
Oh
there.
my God.
No way they were running.
Hey, I've been another band. Yeah.
What is it I was about to say, man, you were talking about? We didn't take packages back in the day because this wasn't a thing, but I tell you what we would do. We used to love to run up under someone's car, turn their blower on,
Oh gosh.
and then run in the woods and watch them come outside mad. Or like blow their horn and then run in the woods and watch them come outside mad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's
I
like
remember.
it's
It's like a step up of
ding dong ditch.
that's right.
Yeah,
But
that's
now
what it's like, yeah.
When we were doing that, we were like 11, 12, something
17.
like that.
Brian was 32. I did
I made a
yesterday.
prank phone call last night.
I believe that.
I did. I did. I made a prank phone call last night.
Really?
Yeah. One of my friend's dads was selling a lawnmower.
Oh
So
God.
I called him up and I was like, oh, I like obviously knew his name. He'd had his name on Facebook Marketplace. So I was like, I asked for him. His wife answered and said she goes and gets him. And he's like, no. I go, you selling you want to sell that lawnmower? He said, he's like,
You got a big fat dip.
he said, well, I was sitting there like good and prepared. I was like, okay, I got to get in character. And he was like, yes, sir. And I go, would you trade a weed eater for it?
No, you did.
Yeah.
I believe that.
True story. He was like, no, I don't need a weed eater. I said, well, you got a lawnmower, you need a weed eater. Get around them hard places to mow around. I kept saying, it's a steal.
It's a steal.
Hey, I didn't notice, but he muted his phone and told his wife, he goes, somebody's screwing with me.
He's like, I've been friends with Brian Thomas for 2.
And
Like a Brian Thomas.
and then my friend started laughing and it kind of like died. The whole prank kind of died just earlier than we had planned on. So then I was like, and she was like, Dad, I was just kidding. Just one of my friends messing with you.
Funny.
He was like, I'll take 2 weed eaters for it.
Did you really?
Yeah, he started playing. It's good sport, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he was good.
That's funny.
That is pretty good.
We were I've talked about Bobby on here before, man. We're talking about drinking Bobby's water. We would go to Bobby's house, friend of ours, dad, and we would always like ring the doorbell and run off, and we would always run off like in this certain little area in their backyard, like where he would grow tomatoes and kind of hide. And for some reason, one night we decided like, we were going. It was me and Bart and Dan, and we
You and who and Dan?
Bart, B-A-R-T.
No, no, no. I know I got
Bartholomew.
No, it's not.
Where
So his name, and he goes by Bart.
Bart, yeah,
Okay.
true story.
Ride a
It's
skateboard.
a true story.
Keep his hand shot in his back pocket.
No,
Okay.
he's got a little brother named Blair though.
That's a Simpson reference.
Yeah, I don't watch. Oh, Bart. Gotcha. Yeah, this is before the Simpsons.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't named after Bart Simpson.
Since I've been around, so.
So his dad Homer was. No, we do. Well, I think we turned the blower on or whatever. And Bobby he didn't play, man.
I'm pretty sure that I was there too, because that sounds familiar.
Uh-oh.
You remember that much?
Well, what an idiot. You don't
I remember that because he came walking out.
Hey, man.
What would you do if the next part of the story was like, so anyways, he fell and hit his son? Oh, never mind. I thought this was a different time. This was.
I was definitely not there that.
That's not.
Well, we decided that instead of running where we usually ran over by the tomatoes, we was going to run in an opposite direction into this little patch of woods
Okay.
that today are probably smaller than this studio.
Yeah.
But back then, they looked like a never-ending forest.
Exactly.
You know,
It's funny how much things.
everything shrinks when you get older, man. I don't know how that happens.
B6. Think about how much it shrinks then.
I can't
Oh
imagine.
my gosh.
I can't imagine. Well, we ran in the woods after doing whatever it is.
You ran into 3 trees.
We ran into some shrubbery, and he comes out.
2 trees with a hammock, and they're like, ah.
He comes out with a freaking pellet gun and starts mowing down.
I don't remember.
Let's go back.
I knew you were gonna back out.
He's got shot at.
Mowing.
Let us know, baby.
He was done playing.
This is where the mics are going to cut out. I can already tell. You can't hear me right now, but eventually you're going to hear the emotional passionate story when they stop crying.
That's when he fell and he pumped that thing.
So we got dizzy.
Where the shit?
No.
Knocking off his feet. He was shooting at the tomatoes.
The BB went through the trees.
It went through the brick in our house because we lived by.
Oh my God.
Said he was playing a toy.
How did we get here?
And we're in the freaking 3 trees, scared to death, man. Like, y'all don't move. He's shooting at us. And then he somehow knew that. I swear of this happened. He somehow knew we were over in those woods, and Bart, gonna take one for the team, hops up. Mr. Bobby, quit shooting!
Bart has one eye now.
He wasn't shooting at us in the woods. He was shooting like in another area of the yard.
Scaring y'all.
I can't remember what happened was. Bart said, "I'm gonna take the blame." So we'd always let him take the blame. We didn't mind. He hops up.
Not.
He hops up.
That's a good way to say that.
He's trying
to let him take the fall. We didn't mind.
He's trying to convince Bobby that he is acting alone, but he's the lone gunman.
Sure.
And matter of fact, I think he referenced Lee Harvey Oswald or something. And he takes a big stick, like a big limb.
Yeah.
And he's going, "Self!" And he starts like hitting the ground where we're at. Like, "See, there's nobody with me." He hits Dan in the head. And it was crazy. Nobody got shot. Nobody moved. Nobody got hurt.
You need a name you can trust. Call Buckeye Preferred Services. They are insured with over 35 years experience in custom tree felling, crown reduction, whole tree removal, as well as stump grinding and cleanup. They are cutting out your problems one limb at a time, serving the greater Middle Georgia area and beyond. You can find their Facebook in the description and call them at 478-484-2178 or 478-278-5574.
Either one of y'all been shot by a fellow gun?
No, it's been hitting the head with a rock.
He's been hitting the face with a rock. No, I don't think I have. I didn't hit him.
Have you?
Yeah.
I've been hitting the Roman candle riding a 4-wheeler.
Right. We used to have Roman candle war.
We did too, on 4-wheelers.
I don't think I've ever been on
Drive-bys, kind of like the cartel over in Columbia.
Sure.
We ride by a lot of them. It's almost like the 2 horses coming at each other with the long
Jousting.
That's the jousting.
There you go.
There you go. Like that, but we would do it with Roman candles and 4-wheelers. And I ain't gonna lie, I was always paranoid one of them little missiles was gonna get caught in the gas and explode. That's how my head works, Because if something crazy gonna happen, I'm always thinking, freak accident's gonna happen to me.
I mean, they happen all the time.
I think that'd be the one. God bless Bobby. God rest him. God bless him.
Absolutely, man. RIP's a real one, baby.
He was. He was. He taught me everything. Well, not everything, but he taught me a lot of what I know about gambling, playing poker.
Bobby, a real one.
POP, baby, hold it down.
My mother.
He did, man. We were all young. We
For
was
free.
Yeah, but
Listen, I learned a lot about gambling, but it cost me a lot of.
well, I mean, I learned that kind of gambling, some kind of stuff like that in jail. But I'm talking about he taught us poker, and he was very intimidating. And I can remember we were kids, man. We would play around. We'd cut up. Did you ever go over there and learn to play?
I don't think so.
Because we would play as kids, man, for pennies. Take our pennies over there. And just shit. You didn't go with us on that?
I don't think so.
That's real, man.
Pretty sure he did at least one.
Yeah.
In the playroom?
Selective
In the
remembrance.
playroom at their house, yeah.
Yeah, I did.
And Bart was once again clowning and cheating.
No.
He had an ace in his pants or something like that, and Bobby caught him cheating. And I'll never forget.
Bart was never heard from again.
Close. He told Bart that he was playing poker with a man one night, and he got caught cheating, and they found him strung up in a tree with his privates cut.
You remember him telling you that?
As a 12-year-old kid playing around, and I'm learning how to play poker.
I may never forget it. I'm 35.
I am more than sure that he made that up.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but he made it up to make an impression on us so that we would never go cheat in a poker game. And I'm 49 and I was probably 12. Do the math. That's 37 years. I always remember that. And I've never thought about cheating in a poker game because of that.
Yeah.
That was what he was teaching us more than anything. It wasn't so much the hands and which hand beats which hand. It was the etiquette of playing and how you handle yourself and how you act in a poker game.
That's funny.
Never forgot it.
It's almost like an honor among thieves type thing.
Something like that, yeah.
Not if you gamble is a bad thing necessarily, but it's just kind of like going to a rule. Like you respect the game.
Absolutely.
You respect the game.
Yeah.
I'm winning. So when does Coffee and Ketchup going to Vegas?
I'm ready.
Oh, it took me a minute there. I know what you was talking about.
What did you not understand?
Well, it just took me half a second to pick up on the gambling part we were just talking about. You can't remember, man. I lost an hour of sleep last night.
I'm sorry you did, man.
There, I beat you. I was in this house for almost 2 hours before you woke up, and I live a half an hour away.
More than
I
2.
live a half an hour away.
You got here about 8 o'clock.
I got here at 8:02, I think.
I heard y'all one point and I rolled back over.
I believe that. I believe that.
Needed me to get the camera.
How terrible do you think I am at this stuff? I always mess with that. It probably take 3-4 hours.
No. It wasn't that. It's just, I fell back to sleep. I didn't set an alarm. I don't ever set Saturday and Sunday unless I got something I got to do.
I don't usually either. I usually let my wife wake me up for church. So I had to set one this morning.
I will tell y'all though.
Tell us though.
Something I thought about last night. I was doing a radio show, and I bet you there are not many people that still have an alarm clock in their room.
Like a digital separate plug into the wall alarm? No.
Because I shamefully, and not shamefully, but I said it on the radio last night that I have 3 clocks in my room.
That you got to roll back manually?
In your room?
Yeah. I got one next to the bed, one that uses a 9-volt battery that I had. It's obviously the battery's dead, up on one of my dressers, and then I've got another that's got big digital so I can see it from the bed on my dresser. So, and I'm being honest, I guess, I really don't know why I don't just use my phone as my alarm, because I could hear it. I think part of it is because it's I just don't want.
You there?
Yeah, I heard. It's just that I don't want to. It's the nostalgia of.
I can hear it in her head. Let us know in the comments. You know what? I don't know. Probably about 15, 20 minutes in, there was like a. I think the sound got worse. And I'm just like, look at it. Y'all don't do that. Well, yours is fake sound. And you're just like, okay. I'm just like, it's right there. Gary, he knows this is his phone. I was in the middle of the story. Picks it up, shows me who it is, and then just sets it back down on the side. Hey, whoa.
Thought y'all were trying to tell me like I need to answer. I was like, it's okay, I'll call her back.
Well, nobody thought that you should answer it in the middle of the podcast. Silence it, but not answer it. Pocket, floor.
I know how to put it on vibrate. I know how to silence.
To restrict your phone access to from here on out. It's like the 3rd time.
Them buttons on the side, if you'll hit it, silences it when it's ringing.
Oh, okay.
Back to the alarm clocks.
So I don't know. I think I need to try to overcome that and get rid of those.
That's gonna be tough for you.
I know, which is weird because
Why?
I just think I need to get rid of them because or at least get rid of 2 of them.
That might be the move, but you're not gonna get rid of all 3 of them. You're too nostalgic.
I'll get rid of 1 of them.
Meet you in the middle.
Yes, because I need the one so I can wake up and just look up without having to pick up my phone and look. And
That's valid.
Why? It's not valid.
Because I'm so tired.
Chris, you
And
never go to
open
bed till
up-
3
open my
o'clock, so you
eyes.
don't know what it's like to go to bed at a decent hour like a normal
And
human
wake
being.
up early.
And wake up and wonder what time it is. When you go to bed, you wake up a few hours later and wonder what time is. It's daylight.
Yeah, I do. I wake up late. And I'm just like, did I cut my alarm off in my sleep? Listen, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is the extra energy. Where's your phone?
Next to me playing rain sounds.
Okay, so like on the bed, on the night, within an arm's reach. So we're talking about saving the. What's
I
on the
wanna do
floor?
that.
The saving.
I don't want to do. I don't want to do that.
But then that
No,
light,
that's where we're at.
Right.
that bright light wakes him up. I'm on team D on this one.
That's why whenever
How often do you get up before your alarm?
About twice a night, probably, right?
twice a week, you mean?
A night, a week, whichever one. Just go.
But see, like when the sun started shining in this morning in my window, in my blind, I just took the covers and pulled them up over my head because I don't want that bright light.
What?
And then I continued to sleep. I could hear y'all in here, but I right back to
Oh,
sleep.
because it's Sunday. I was about to say, we lost daylight in the morning time last night. But it's Sunday. You're used to getting up before the crack of dawn.
I usually get up at 5 during the week.
Right.
So we
And
get
yours really low.
We got end of the day daylight,
Yeah.
not beginning.
In the night, yeah.
That's cool.
Hey, after. Well, never mind. I was about to say afterward golf, but maybe one day.
That's my goal for this week is get rid of an alarm clock.
Which one?
You reckon I could sell it on Marketplace?
Hell no.
Yeah,
I don't think you can give it away there
I bet you can.
to somebody like you.
It holds a 9-volt battery. I mean, it's
Oh,
good.
hell,
Lost
you
power.
can make 9-volt batteries.
Yeah, for smoke detectors.
The smoke detectors are the only thing keeping 9 volts in the game.
You're
Right,
That
right,
carbon
right.
monoxide
That is
detectors.
You're right.
And
Yeah,
it used to be like walkie-talkies and stuff like RC, but none of that anymore.
That little football game I got upstairs on the
Is
thing.
that a 9-volt?
9-volt. Yeah. It's from Sears and it's probably from 1975.
You want to know how to
That's probably
a
worth
9-volt's dead or not?
It still works.
You could probably sell that, no joke.
I probably could, but I don't want to. Even if somebody paid me $1,000 for it, well, I might for that.
I might say stop. Man, you got Sears.
Have you seen what those games were?
No, but maybe I need to look at that.
You've never looked at it?
Oh my God! If I get something that's 3 years old, first thing I do is check. I think we were given Michael Jordan cards.
Yeah,
First thing we did was look up and see how much they were.
yeah.
We like gave us two of the exact same ones. They're not like rookie cards. I don't even think they're like legitimate Topps cards. It was like a special series that they ran, like a star of the game type of thing. It wasn't like a his 95 Bulls card. You know what I mean? It was just a randoms type of Jordan card. And the first thing we did was look it up.
How much was it worth?
I don't know. If you had it PSA graded, I think you'd get like $30 or $40 for it.
Pro servicing out? What's so much?
Yeah. For public service. No, PSA it's a grading company. You have to send them all their stuff. They do sports cards, different types of memorabilia, Pokemon cards, whatever you got. You send it to them, and then you pay them to put a grade on it. I believe it's a 1 through 10 scale. But then moving forward, it gets because got a case in it. But like if you get a grade 9.5 card, they'll value it and grade it. So it's been professionally graded basically. And then if you go to shows or take it to collectors and stuff like that, it's not like it's authenticated and it's already got the corners aren't bent or it'll have this slight fading and discoloration here. So exactly what you're getting, and it'll have a value. Obviously, the value fluctuates depending on what happens in the
It's
world.
in mint condition,
Right? But you get like an original kind of rating of the card so you don't have to like leave it to other people.
I got you. Can you pick my phone up? I'll throw my back.
Put it on silent.
It was on silent.
It's on vibrate.
It's just
How much is my game worth? Did you look it up?
they're selling them on eBay for 54.
Really?
Yeah,
That's probably
No, he doesn't have that one, does he?
that's the one he's got.
That's the one you got.
Yeah.
Mhm. That's Etsy, not eBay. Yeah,
Oh, I seen the E and went with it. Has starts with an E and ends with a Y.
it does. It does.
And it's got 4 letters.
50%. Yeah, half of it.
I mean, the front and the back.
You know,
Your brain automatically feels
that's when you start a speech good and you end it good. And it's there's like preachers that say that start good, end good, and don't have a lot of time in between.
That's right.
That's it.
That's what they say.
I like these chairs anyway.
Oh,
Yeah, I just need to grab this cake from Mama real quick, and then we can go ahead and go over there.
This guy again?
You have got to be kidding me.
Hey boys, I got y'all's cake right here, man. Oh, I got it right here. Wait till you get a load of this. Derek, come on, man. I got somebody way better. Hey, suit yourself, fellas.
Always go with someone you can count on. Emerald City Sweets is locally female owned and operated. They have been in business since 2019. They are open Tuesday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. They serve soups, salads, sandwiches, and of course, cupcakes. They offer custom cakes and sweets for your every occasion. Located at 302 Pine Forest Street in Dublin, Georgia, they can be reached at 478-205-5385. Again, that's 478-205-5385. And their Facebook is linked in the description. Get your event done right with Emerald City Sweets. That is way better.
y'all know I was in a police chase that I didn't even know I was in. Twice. I've been in 2 police chases that I didn't even know I was involved in.
What was this?
One when I was young.
Okay.
Real young.
Like legitimate chases or
100%.
Oh, I remember one. I remember one.
100% legitimate.
That was when I shot to the popularity.
Yeah, he
When you
shot.
shot? When did you
When
shoot?
I
Who did
shot.
you shoot?
When I shot number 1 on Mama's list.
Yeah. I think I was
Was it
number
you and
1 for a
Kevin?
long time.
Yeah.
Me and Kevin.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
You
it was
didn't get
easy.
concreted into number 1.
Oh, I was there.
All
I
of
was
it
there
first
then.
place?
He was stamped for a while.
Oh,
Yeah.
I bet.
I was
Yeah,
probably-
we were being chased by multiple cars.
I was
in
in 10th.
Yeah, see, I call that like the legit. Like if you just are figuring out like if you're gonna run or not.
That's
It'd take a long time to pull over. I wouldn't call it a chase, but you got multiple, but that is a chase.
That's
I'm trying to get
100%. I think that's something that you need some serious time to tell that story.
They said you should be locked up.
I don't think we've talked about
I should have done some serious time.
Yeah.
I don't think we talked about that all.
Well, hey,
Yeah.
teaser, folks.
We have it.
We'll have to get with the driver too.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what?
You got his number. I
You know
think.
what?
I do. I'll reach out to him. I'll reach out to him and ask. We're not gonna say his name, obviously.
Right. Well,
But they'll,
You just kind of.
I mean, I'll ask him. I'll get the details of the car and all that. Yeah, I'll shoot him a message this week. We'll talk about it this week.
Yeah.
Because I was young, I was 14,
that's right. So if you were 14, you were in
9th grade.
okay. I was thinking that I was in. Okay, so I was in 11th grade.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
we'll stop it there.
I'll say this too before we stop. I'll give all the details of my clothes, what I had on, how it went down,
Yeah.
what was going on. Let me reach out to the driver this week.
And reach out to the other passengers.
I'm sure the other passenger will be fine,
Who?
but I'll let him know.
Kevin.
Yeah, that's where all his prison trouble started.
I was thinking the whole time that Kevin was the driver. You said
No,
he
he
was
wasn't.
13.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so
He was not the driver.
He's 16 or 17.
He was definitely the passenger.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you added the passenger and all.
Yeah,
Like, okay, so maybe there was an unnamed.
And there was another
Same
passenger.
message.
There was another passenger with us too.
He'll be good.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
We won't get a
No.
signed affidavit.
Call the sheriff's department and get a police report. And just
There's probably one made.
listen, what I'm gonna do, this would be really messed up. I'm gonna take I'm gonna make our intro this week the setup to that,
Okay.
just so they can watch it the whole time, get to that,
And then be teased for next
We'll
week.
do it next week.
Hey, I love it. We need something to crank it up, man. You know, we need. But I was in another one. I wouldn't really call this a police
And you
chase.
can Google clickbait.
There you go. I wouldn't call it. Well, no, Chris, you can tell us if this was a police chase or not. I had been up a week, and I was driving. I was down in Florida when I lived in Florida, and I was tired, man.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I was tired. And I literally had the windows down, the radio all the way up in the AC forward. I mean, like
Yeah.
literally doing everything I
Not
could.
passing out.
Yeah, you remember the days I'm driving for work, and
It's not going home to take a nap. Trying to go work.
I mean, my job was
Go work an 8-hour shift.
my job was driving, so I was
Oh,
at
God.
work in a company vehicle,
Oh man.
and I was going. I'd probably been about 5 miles from when the initial chase started, and I'm leaning up. I'm not sitting back.
Can't see out the rearview mirror.
I can't see the side mirror. There's no rear view mirror because there's panel doors, no windows.
Gotcha. Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So the only mirrors I've got are my side mirrors.
Yeah, like a box truck.
She was out the big truck.
No van.
The van.
It
You
was
know,
a
that
van.
all black. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Shit.
Robbie taught me everything I know. Our cousin Robbie drives a
Go ahead.
B-Bob. So we made about 5 miles, man. And I was going to make a left-hand turn. I was in near Fort Walton Beach. I was along the Gulf Coast. And I went to make a left-hand turn, and when I did, for whatever reason, I kind of just like eased back in my chair or in my seat like this, and I seen blue lights. And so I'm like, oh, okay, well, he must be trying to get around me. And he was behind me, not passing me, because I was at a complete stop. So I made the left-hand turn. Well, he made it too. And so I'm like, oh, man, he must want to talk to me.
He wants to talk to me.
Wonder what he wants.
So I pulled over. This guy jumps out of his car, gun drawn, freaking out. I'm talking about freaking out, yelling at the top of his lungs. I mean, to put my hands out the window. And I was like, what crap, man? He's got me mixed up with somebody. Like, what's he? And he was like,
With the guy who started chasing 5 miles ago.
yeah, I mean,
You got it.
he must think I'm eluding him or something, or trying to attempt to.
Resisting or
Yeah. I didn't have a clue what he was talking about.
Oh, you've been up for 7 days.
I was clueless, yeah.
not a lot. You're not clued in on a lot. Of
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
7 days.
So he gets up to the side of the van and he gets me out, and he said, it was in Mary Esther, was a small town that I was going through. He said, I got every unit in Mary Esther coming after you right now. I've been behind you for 5 miles.
He called it every unit for 5 miles?
This is why. Because
Was that van, was a similar van reported in something else?
I apparently, allegedly, I drove past him in a school zone doing like 70, and the lights were flashing, and he was parked on the median, and I went right past him and never saw him, never saw the flashing lights, never realized I was in a school zone, and I was doing twice the speed limit. He pulled out behind me, lit me up, hit his siren, and I kept trucking it at 70. And their panel doors, he told me this, all he could think was those doors were about to swing open and someone was going to be laying down on it. That's what his head was telling him.
When was this?
2001, 2002, something like that.
Jeez.
Freaking out, man. It's a wonder, me being so out of it just from lack of sleep, that I didn't do something stupid, not meaning to, and get shot.
And like jump out. When he
Just
like,
freaking
put your
out.
hands
Yeah,
out,
yeah.
like, oh my God, I'm sorry.
Yeah, like try to open the door.
Right.
Because in his mind, we were like criminals.
Right.
And I wasn't by myself. He kept saying, who else is in the van? Who else is in the van? I was like, bro, I'm by myself.
Yeah.
And I think he saw that I was kind of tripping and scared. So he kind of calmed down a little bit. But because how many times have like, you did it?
Yeah.
Ran from the police?
No. When he opened up, when he got out of his car back when he was a teenager, when he got out, just not knowing him. Hey man, I'm cool. And I'd opened up my door and tried to get out. You know what I'm saying? Because he was at that point already with thinking that he had some real time criminals. Like I don't know what. I mean, I don't know what.
Well, why would you not stop? You get to a speed of 25 mile an hour zone.
Could have been a kidnapping, you know.
Anything.
You know, for somebody who works in that type of environment, I don't know. Me personally, I can't fault anybody for kind of taking that jump, you know, and kind of going to the worst scenario and at least being ready for it.
Yeah, I ain't mad at it.
Listen, dude, if I'm in a car on my motorcycle, you know, man, like I just stop and I chill. Like, listen. Sometimes most time on my bike, I won't take the key out, but like when I pull over on my bike, I cut the thing, turn off the key so the lights cut off.
Yeah.
And then I either put my hands on my helmet or I like put my hands off to the side. You know what I mean? Until he gets out and we can start talking. Cause like, hey, listen, I'm not finna run.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not finna do nothing.
That just
crazy.
de-escalates their already. Like,
you know,
alertness.
crazy things, especially with motorcycles. You know, they're already thinking. Because almost every time I've ever been pulled over, the first thing they say is, "Hey man, glad you didn't run." And I'm just like, listen. It's not even that big of a bike. Oh, but you know, I'm just like, listen, I can listen. It's all legal. I'm not trying to.
Yeah,
I got you. You know, and then in a car, you know, I just chill. You know, I try to be as polite and you know, give them whatever they want, answer whatever questions.
I'm against high speed pursuits, man.
What do you mean you're against? Like you just don't think that cops should chase?
I think that they initially should, but I think that there are in a lot of places. But my opinion is like, if someone's on a bike, hey man, get the tag and let them ride.
Listen, state.
Because somebody more than
counties
likely is
can.
going to die.
Counties can.
Yeah, that's my point.
Counties and cities are not allowed. They can chase at a safe distance, but they cannot follow too closely. But GSP can.
Yeah.
You know, I had a buddy of mine one time got hit, like pit maneuvered.
Yeah, there's a lot of people get killed.
And listen, like I get it, you're trying to get dangerous people. Like I'm not trying to like make a slide against anybody here. But I did some research into it after that happened. It's an insurance thing. It's a liability thing. So counties and like city police forces don't have sufficient liability insurance coverage to cover like a big motorcycle wrongful death suit.
Yeah.
Which got it though.
Yeah.
State got it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I got you. I just kind of.
I agree though. You know, but you know, you don't need to be out there because especially when you're talking about a motorcycle, like I get it. Obviously, they're putting their lives in danger.
Yeah.
But if you're a motorcycle going at a high rate of speed, weaving in and out of traffic, you've got everybody else around you on edge, more likely to make mistakes. You're not just endangering yourself, you know. And if you're ripping at 100 plus on the interstate, you know, other people might be swerving to miss you. If you run into somebody, you could that kind of speed. It's not just gonna like bounce off. You know, it's not just putting the motorcyclists at risk, you know, and that's where I think a lot of motorcyclists will kind of fall back to, you know, if I run from the police and I crash, it's just on me. No, and that's not true. When you're talking about, you know, ripping in and out of traffic on the interstate at 150, you know, you're scaring the crap out of everybody else on the interstate, and it causes them to be less focused on what they're doing, make gut reaction decisions. And now, you know, you got a line of terrified people and just bad things that can happen. So like, and I'm not going to say that I'm like for knocking people off their bikes, you know what I mean? But I can understand where there's oh my God, did we just lose the camera? We just lost the camera.
Yep.
I can see where there's like a necessity or a kind of urgency. That's what I'm looking for. An urgency to get the situation handled.
Yeah.
I'll talk for a minute.
I was just going to say that in Colombia they outlawed passengers on motorcycles back when Pablo was running things because he had on motorcycles. That's how they would kill people. You'd have someone and then ride by, pop, 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 take off on a motorcycle.
For all your professional and customized sawmilling services, contact Custom Sawmilling. They offer any product from lowboy trailer flooring, countertops, bar tops, paneling, and flooring for your home. If you remove trees to build your future home, what better way to utilize those trees than making them into a product inside your home? Serving all of Middle Georgia, Custom Sawmilling is proudly veteran-owned and operated. Custom Sawmilling is located at 1607 Caps Browning Road, Wrench, Georgia. They can be reached at 478-279-3657. That's 478-279-3657.
So they just all together outlawed passengers on motorcycles.
Huh.
So if someone was riding a motorcycle in Colombia, South America, they would. That was warranted.
Yeah, I can see that.
Mhm.
I can see that.
Dang.
That's a lot. I can't remember the number. I have to look that up, but I can't remember the number of people that they claim him to be responsible for killing.
Pablo?
Yeah, judges,
Oh my
police
gosh.
chiefs, police officers. I mean,
Yeah, just in the murder,
government
not even like
officials. Yeah.
like drug overdoses.
Oh yeah, no, not even
Just
that
in the
number.
just in
Yeah.
the like he
Yeah.
ordered kind of
Yeah.
I need this politician or whoever.
Yeah.
Yeah, just that number's got to be massive.
There, I think it was Narcos, the beginning of Narcos, when he was that the military stopped him on the bridge, and at that time it wasn't even cocaine; it was like tobacco and like electronics. He
Yeah,
was
yeah,
smuggling.
it was just smuggling something.
And he gets out of the big truck he's driving, and there's like 6 or 7 soldiers right there from from their military, and that dude's like, Derek Thomas, you have such and such child at this high school and such child at this elementary school. Your wife is such and such, and he just goes down the line, bro, telling them everything about themselves. Like, I know everything about you, everything about your family.
We're gonna go ahead and ride on.
We're gonna go ahead and push through this little roadblock you got
Appreciate
set
it.
up because this is what I do for a living.
Yeah.
And I will make sure that this gets through your little roadblock.
Yeah.
And then your family will be okay.
That's a good shot. Did we lose it again?
Yeah, I think
That's
so.
crazy. What happened?
Hey, we could sign off, aren't we close?
Yeah. You want to reset it one more time or just sign it on that?
Just sign it on out, man. I
Just sign
think
it
y'all
on
cool
out.
with that?
Yeah, I'm with it. We
Think
might
about
start
good
doing this
episode.
just audio from here on out. Just have an EOS webcam utility picture
Or you
up
can
there. I
throw a
like it.
picture. You can throw a picture of Pablo up there, man.
We
you
could.
know
We
what
could
I'm
do a
saying?
picture of Pablo. That'd be
Yeah.
good too. Listen, so obviously technical issues still happening. We're gonna get it all figured out. They stick with us. Don't worry about it. We hope that you enjoyed us just kind of rambling for this one. Probably when I cut on probably about 45 minutes or so. We want to definitely send a shout out to our sponsors, Buckeye Preferred Services, Custom Sawmilling, and Emerald City Suites. The links to their websites and ways to get in touch with them will be in the description of this video. Make sure that you like the video, comment down below. Brian said I can drop the hello.
I want to know what the people say.
And let's get a comment thing down in the bottom. Do we keep it or do we get rid of it? And if we get rid of it, what would you like to see replace it? I have a feeling that everybody's going to be on Brian's side, and we are just going to keep it. But let us know down in the bottom. Do you like the hello? Does it need to kick rocks? We'll let the people decide. As always, thank you for tuning in. As I said, like the video. Hey, if we were getting up our next batch of T-shirts
We
for
sure
pre-order, if you want to get in for a T-shirt, or if you want to advertise with us and our technical difficulty podcast, none of the ads have technical difficulties. We can do those pretty well. You can reach out to us at coffeeandcatchuppc@gmail.com. But if nobody has anything else, which they don't because they're not allowed to anymore, we will go ahead and wrap this thing up and we will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.